Good morning, sports fans. This is George with Custom Tied Flies and Guide Service, and I'm gonna do a Griffith Gnat this morning. I'm using a number 12 94-833 Mustad thin wire long shank dry fly hook. I'm using 70 denier Danville Flymaster thread. This is the non-reinforced version of the Griffith Gnat. The reinforced version, you make a dubbing loop and you weave the peacock herl into that, and the thread reinforces the peacock herl. And in this particular case, we're not going to do a reinforced, because that requires, reinforced requires a little bit more dexterity, and I know there are some folks that have dexterity issues. So we're gonna tie this with no reinforcement. So I'm preparing my grizzly hackle. I just stroked the fibers down so that they stand out from the quill, and I'm going to lay the quill up against the shank so that I can see if it sticks down 1.5 times the gap. You can also use a hackle gauge if you've never seen a hackle gauge. Excuse me. I'll take a picture of my hackle gauge and I'll put it up on my custom tied virtual fly shop, which, by the way, you can find at customtyer01. I'm trimming the tip off of this because the tip fibers are too small for this purpose. I'm going to tie this in at the front, and I'm going to run the thread back. I do this to, I don't like tying things in all at the back because it throws the proportions off. I like to have a nice smooth body. Excuse me. And the next thing I'm going to do, so that I have a nice smooth full body, I'm going to take 3 peacock herls I'm going to trim the part of the peacock herl off that attaches to the main stem on the big feather. I'm going to tie them in at just the same place where I tied the grizzly hackle in. Run the thread back, and I'm going to throw a couple of half hitches in here. Bring my bobbin cradle around. Now I'm going to take these 3. I'm going to put my hackle pliers on them, and I'm going to turn them, trying to make a rope kind of see, so it looks like that. Then I'm going to use the rotate feature of my Peak vise and lay those hackles on, or those that herl on there. Get that cradle out of the way. Take 3 turns. Make sure that's good and on there. Take 2 more. And then another half hitch. I'm going to get my hackle with my hackle pliers. I'm going to turn that on there, and I want these wraps to be very, very close. Almost touching or touching, just like you would hackle a dry fly. Get that bobbin cradle out of the way. Grab my thread up. Lick my fingers and I pull those hackle fibers back away from where I'm going to put the head, so I have a nice clean head. Put a whip finish on there. Head turned out a little big, but that's alright. It's not gonna ruin the effectiveness of the bug. Head cement. This is Rumpf head cement. It's like clear fingernail polish. It's a clear lacquer. Do not use UV resin on a dry fly. UV resin is dense. It is not head cement. UV resin is not glue. It's dense and it'll sink your dry fly by the head. Fluff it out a little bit, and there you go. Non-reinforced Griffith Gnat. These things are great search patterns. They're great all-around dry fly pattern. They represent a lot of different stuff. It's just very, very generic. As soon as it hits the water, the fish is going to take note of it. It might be midges. It might be tricos. You don't get a lot of refusals with this. Excuse me. I mean, unless they're being really, really persnickety. But I'll be honest with you, stockfish are stupid. You know, they'll eat damn near anything. I've opened them up and find pine needles in their belly. So, at any rate, the Griffith Gnat. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Again, my name is George. I'm with Custom Tied Flies and Guide Service. You can find my virtual fly shop at customtyer01, and you can find my website at custom-tied.com. You have a wonderful day.